Well, good morning to all of you. Here we are again, but today to discuss more deeply into the topics that I evocated yesterday and which I hope you have discussed extensively yesterday. Today we are here among professionals, as you are all presidents and general secretaries of the different Italian chambers in Asia. I'll try to be as brief as possible. When we mention the concept of Italics, in opposition to the term Italians, we introduce a new concept. In fact, when we speak about Italians, we are referring only to the 60 million people plus 5 million abroad. While when we speak about made in Italy, we refer to what is produced in Italy by Italians and exported all over the world, but only by Italians. Italics or Italicity are different things. When we speak about italics, we are taking into consideration 250 million people, an enormous amount of people that belongs not to our nationality or passport, but to our civilization and culture, the so-called Italian way of life. 250 million people that produce and trade a bigger amount of products and services, that create for sure a bigger market. This is what we call made by italics. In the market made by italics, products are not produced only by Italians and are not made only in the territory of Italy. It is a bigger business, as you can see. Now let's get to the facts. I don't know if you all know that Italian government has decided to give irrevocably the task and the responsibility of promoting Made in Italy to ICE. In so doing, it decided to give up financing the system of Italian chambers abroad as it is now. No more money. What we must know is therefore that we have to find a solution for the future of the Italian chambers abroad, and in our case today, for the Asian ones. Not easy. But I am convinced that there is only one solution, shifting from dealing only with Made in Italy to deal with Italian sounding, something strongly discussed because of the fraud which are diffused in it. But by the way, doing that we are following an indirect advice that has been recently given by the President of the Italian Republic that officially said this. With an effective expression, Piero Bassetti recently defined this attention to our way of living and being, this desire to be able to benefit of our products, as the aspiration to become Italic. That has been said by the President of the Republic of Italy. Those, he said, that are contaminated by the Italian sounding, in so doing, approving the fact that Italian sounding is something we have to take care of. A huge number of people in the world, always what he said, far beyond on people of Italian origin, which are estimated to be at last 300 million people. This from the President of Italy. So Italicity and Italics are in fact a new global market, more friendly for all the Italics. A market full of products that can be of Italian sounding or made, taking an example, as example, the best Italian practice, as such made and trade by Italics. In other terms, products that may respond to the demand of something made in an Italic way, food, clothes, tools, pizza, coffee, wine, and love. So, what can the Chamber of Commerce do to improve their policies and strategies on the basis of this new concept and this new global world? Are the chambers potentially able to make available a much wider range of services directly linked only to the Italian source? I think so, but at one condition: to respond to the needs of representation that the global world and the new business players demand. Something that means a new approach, drawn by inspiration from the idea of Italicity. A new approach organized on a multilateral way and not on the purely bilateral one, which is the one that we in the chambers, Italo abroad, currently practice. By sure a challenging purpose, but by sure also certainly fully possible, especially in a continent like yours and in a country like India. In fact, the challenge is networking instead of bilateralism, networking instead of bilateralism, which is a strong difference. I know that moving from what we do now to what we must do starting from now means changes. But I think that it is a change that your chambers can be helped and assisted in. This is what the new organization of the Italian Chambers of Commerce abroad has to do, and this is what we advocated to do. Naturally, as I said, there might be difficulties, but here we are to solve them. Then let's discuss. Thank you.